Good evening and welcome to Friday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Suriname. Suriname's former president Desi Bouterse has died, aged 79, almost a year after he fled authorities to avoid jail, following his conviction over the murder of 15 political activists in 1982. Bouterse dominated politics in the tiny South American country for decades, leading a coup in 1980 and finally leaving office in 2020. In 2019, he and 6 others were convicted for their role in the 1982 murders of 15 leading government critics, including lawyers, journalists, union leaders, soldiers, and university professors, for which Bouterse received a 20-year prison sentence. Bouterse had claimed the murdered men were connected to a planned invasion of the former Dutch colony. Following years of legal back and forth, Bouterse was ordered to report to prison in January, but he did not show up on the appointed date. Over in Haiti, at least 3 people were killed and others injured on Wednesday when armed men opened fire on the group of journalists gathered for a government press conference set to announce the reopening of Haiti's largest public hospital. 2 reporters and a police officer were killed, said a journalist at the scene, who asked not to be named. Videos from local media live streaming the attack showed journalists huddled on the floor of the hospital lobby as a barrage of bullets flew by. Some appeared to have been hit and were bleeding. Armed gangs in Haiti with near-total control over capital Port-au-Prince and a wide remit over the rest of the country have targeted hospitals to show their muscle over the government, forcing most to shut down. Journalists were invited to arrive at the hospital from 8 a.m. to the press conference in the downtown area of capital Port-au-Prince with Haiti's new health minister. They were still awaiting the minister when shooting began around 11 a.m. Health Minister Dr. Blima was installed in November in a cabinet reshuffle when former Prime Minister Gary Conille was ousted after just 6 months in office. The State University of Haiti Hospital, known locally as the General Hospital, is the country's largest public hospital, but it has been closed since a March surge in gang attacks that saw former President Minister Ariel Henry ousted for power. And now for some international news. 2 passengers on the Azerbaijan Airlines plane that crashed in Kazakhstan told Reuters that they heard at least one loud bang as it approached its original destination of Grozny in southern Russia. Both passengers said there appeared to be a problem with the oxygen levels in the cabin after the bang. Azerbaijan Airlines suspended a host of flights to Russian cities and said it considered the crash was caused by what it termed physical and technical external interference. It did not detail what that interference was. Flight J28243 crashed on Wednesday in a bale of fire near the city of Aktau after diverting from an area of southern Russia where Moscow has repeatedly used air defense systems against Ukrainian attack drones. At least 38 people were killed, while 29 survived. 4 sources with knowledge of the preliminary findings of the investigation into the disaster on Thursday noted that Russian air defenses had mistakenly shut it down. Russia has said it is important to wait for the official investigation to finish its work to understand what happened. I am KERESE Gonzalez. Thank you for watching.